I'm going to ask right now that you take it out and shine your light. From back to front, side to side, shine your light. Today, 1 year ago, my beloved mother passed away. And originally this talk, I'm going to ask you to keep your lights on, was supposed to be on December 8th. And then it changed to November 29th. And that's when I knew that my mom was telling me in her own way, you better get your butt over there and do the talk. It takes a single light to rid a room of darkness. So if you would join me in honoring my mother and all of those we've lost together in this moment, it would be wonderful. This little light of mine, this little light of mine, this little light of mine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you for doing that. Perseverance, how I fought through the interference. Perseverance, how I, Jully Black, fought through the interference. It took a while for me to kind of step into this role of persevering. I had to go to the dictionary and really read the meaning. Steadfastness in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. Despite difficulty and delay in achieving success. Life is live, y'all. There are no do-overs. In this photo, you'll see my mom smiling away at her. We used to go to Joey. She loved her some Joey. You'll see my mom and dad. You see me as I delivered the eulogy. And the picture at the bottom is very important because my mom and dad divorced when I was 8 years old. And it took 24 years for them to be in one room. And on that day, my dad came to a concert of mine. And my mom let go of the pain. She allowed him to hug her. She remembered what it was like to be in love and what it was like to be in unity. So some of you may have seen a clip that went around online, a beautiful show called Canada Reads. Show of hands if you saw that clip. Right. It's amazing what could happen when things reveal who you are. Some people know me as Jully Black, the singer. I say, you know what? 7 Day Fool and all of the success in my music didn't make me, it revealed me. But I had to remember who I was before I became a singer. Remember who I was before I became a speaker. I want to encourage you to remember who you were before you became a mother, before you became a CEO, before you became these titles of what you do rather than who you are. In order for things to really reveal who you are, you have to examine. Examine people, places, and things. Examine where you are right now. I want you to humor me for a second and take a deep breath, everybody. And release. Could you imagine if that were your last breath? We get a measure of breath. Could you imagine if your Lord, my Lord, whomever, the higher power, told you, hey, you get 50,000 breaths? Would you have that conversation that you've been delaying? Would you argue with that person that isn't worth your time? What would you do? What are you doing with your measure of breath? Examine people, places, and things. My mom used to tell me, Ju, don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Volunteer to be vulnerable. It is the biggest and best measure of courage, according to Brené Brown. Vulnerability will reveal your true essence, your core, who you are. Be vulnerable. What do you see? What do you see? I'm just going to write. What do you see in that picture right there? An empty space. So many of us go through life, including me. See, I'm a survivor of child sexual abuse. And for the longest time, I went through my life declaring that I was a victim of child sexual abuse. I'm a conqueror of child sexual abuse. But I had to empty out the memories. I had to stop memorizing the memory. Many of us in this space are going through life filled with old memories, filled with things that are not real, the illusion of our past. And it's causing us to become stuck, wondering why we haven't made it in to that place in life, that promotion, that marriage. Why we ain't fitting in them skinny jeans. Just remembering how good those Doritos taste. We need to stop memorizing the memory. Empty the space. In Revelation, I recognize that I have to allow myself to be who I am today. Many know me as Jully from the block, Jane and Finch Jully, Jully from Candor Reads, Jully from E-Talk, Jully from. Who I am today is who you need to get to know. But I had to allow myself to show up, be bold, be courageous, and say, you know what? This is who I am on today. And maybe your friendship has a little bit of a membership expiration. We need to edit our lives, edit our relationships, and allow ourselves to be who we are today and not define us by who we were yesterday. The beautiful monarch butterfly. Let go. Let go. Easier said than done, right? Let go. But you see, a closed hand will never be fed. In order for you to receive, you have to open your hands, open your heart, open your mind, open your soul. When you think about a seed, let's think about an apple tree, for example. There used to be a seed. It was planted in the deep, dark, cold earth. And one day that seed had to break open for that tree to actually grow. So many of us in this room are going through things. At 1:38 on November 29, 2017, my mom took her last breath. And I had to let go of the grief, and let God take over so that I could be here on today. I said, Jully, do not let life pin you down before you decide to get up. Let go. Now we got to elevate our game, honey. Elevation. 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 So many of us go through life, we're in our corporate space, wondering why again we're not getting the promotion. Why? Are you doing the extra work? Are you even listening to a podcast, or are you forever on the Instagram just trolling and trolling and trolling and trolling? Looking at the 10 pictures that were filtered 50 million times, wondering why my cheekbones don't look like that girl's. You gotta elevate, 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 and dare to be different. Dare, decide. Everything we do in life begins with a decision. We decided to come here today. Now, everybody in this room is gonna go out after this session and gonna tell at least one person, you know what? Y'all missed something good. But next time it comes around, let's decide together to fill a role and fill our TEDx's up so that the world can see what Canada has to offer. Do you agree? Make some noise if you agree. So this is what happened. I was revealed. I remembered, I examined, I was vulnerable enough. I emptied out that storage. I allowed myself to be Miss Jully Black. I let go. I elevated my game, and I dared to be different. I dared to step on this stage in this nice red circle that I've always wanted to run around. Right? And in the process, rather than allowing anger and pain and fear to anchor me in a negative way, I want to encourage you today to anchor your anger and turn it into good. Anchor it. And for me, I created a movement, and it's called 100 Strong and Sexy. It is my mission to restore faith in female friendships. We are here showing up. So many women, including myself, had said, you know what? Oh, I don't get along with girls. I'm the one girl in the guy crew. Women are too catty. No. When women get together, families change. We conquer the world. I always say women are the neck, men are the head. We have to work together. And so I want you to enjoy this clip right here. This is a movement that has started because I recognize that if I allowed grief to pin me down, then my purpose on earth would be a waste. I wouldn't be giving and serving my community. Yes, there are Grammys that are still on my bucket list. Yes, there are Emmys. Yes, there's babies. But my truest desire is to make sure that I leave a legacy. And my legacy is making sure that I impact at least one. Because when I impact one, I would have impacted 1,001. So have a look at 100 Strong and Sexy. That is 100 Strong and Sexy. If you would humor me right now and put your arm around the person beside you. And if we could put the last slide back, if you wouldn't mind. And if you don't have someone beside you, get beside somebody. We're gonna do this before I end. Together, we're gonna do this in solidarity. With me. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain. We all have sorrow. Sing it, y'all. But, y'all, come on now. We know that there's always tomorrow. Let's go. Lean on me. Come on, Toronto. That's right. And I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need. Let's hear it, y'all. Somebody to lean on. That's my time. Thank you so much. My name is Jully Black.